Remember, short controlled bursts.
8 meters. 7. 6.
Can't be, that's inside the room.
He's reading right, man, look!
Well, you're not reading it right.
5 meters, man. 4. What the hell?
Give me the light.
Hi, I'm Ed, and welcome to Minisodes. A few Christmases ago, I sat down to paint this beast, the Tyranid Hive Tyrant, in what would later be recognised as the Hive Fleet Behemoth colour scheme. And this week, I thought it was high time he was given a swarm to command. Specifically, 1,000 points of gribbly, decades-old plastic monsters cobbled together from eBay. This tendril would be comprised of 7 gene stealers, 3 of which are the original metal ones, 5 Tyranid warriors, and 20 termagants, which I forgot to film at this stage. I was aiming to paint all 32 miniatures over 4 evenings, meaning my gestation pools needed to go into overdrive, so I called upon my good friend, gaming buddy, and monotask painting thrall, James, to join me for an evening of laying down some contrast. It was James who helped me get through those 40 Gretchen found in the second ed starter box, and I recently returned the favour by helping him paint a horde of plague monks for his Skaven. So we sat in the garden, eating chocolate fingers, drinking beer, and painting aliens. What a time to be alive!
Pizza time!
As the evening drew on, we retreated to the kitchen table. Over the course of 3 hours, we knocked out all the bone, chitin, and red on the warriors, which proved a lot fiddlier than expected. The colours we chose were Flesh Tearers Red for the red, Skeleton Horde for the bone, Magos Purple for the assorted squishy bits, and Achelian Green for the chitin. Not bad for an evening's work. Jank you, Thames. You can come again. The next evening, I finished off the Flesh Tearers Red on the termagants as the Hive Tyrant looked on approvingly. This took me a good 3 hours. After work on the Wednesday and well behind schedule, I began by painting the purple areas like the exposed organs on the warriors, a mix of Screaming Skull and Magus Purple. I then gave them a final highlight of white. For the bone areas, I highlighted them using Ushtabi bone. And then Screaming Skull. I was already pretty happy with the Flesh Tearers Red base coat, but I couldn't help myself and highlighted up a few places on the warriors around their heads, shoulders, and arms using Cadian flesh tone. And did the same for the termagants. Their flesh borers were then painted warpstone green over Iand and yellow for a really vibrant, sickly colour. To bring out the details around the eyes and teeth of all the models, I applied some thinned down Nuln oil. For the bone swords, I mixed Drakenhof Nightshade and Larmin Medium and gave them a light wash. I also painted the eyes white, then added a dot of Imperial Fist off camera. Almost there now. The bases were painted black and then dry brushed carefully with Screaming Skull and then a light dry brush of white. When that was dry, I washed the bases with Drakenhof Nightshade and then added Nuln oil in the darker recesses. I had deliberately left the warriors' rib cages off so that I could get in there and paint their squishy bits. And once those were attached and the rims on the bases painted, the Tyranids were ready, and happily under the synaptic control of the Hive Tyrant once more. had intended to paint the Steelers as well, but painting the Warriors and Termagants took me much longer than I had expected, probably because I got a bit fussy with the scheme. Still, not bad for 4 evenings of painting, I suppose. As for the Gene Stealers, I'll post some pictures of them on the Minisodes community page and my Instagram once they're done. This is the core of an army that I always wanted, but never had, so it's pretty neat to be able to add this to the cabinet. I also can't wait to add one of the iconic sculpts from the time, like a Zoanthrope, Lictor, or even the Apoplectic Orb. So, what should I add to this tendril of Hive Fleet Behemoth next? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and happy hobbying.